Hello friends, welcome to Medicine Hub 101, and today we will go through the new topic from the new subject expert, that is microbiology. And basically the microbiology starts in medicine, that is with the gram studying things like the bacteriology, and within the bacteriology you need to know something about regarding the gram positive bacteria, gram negative bacteria. We know it all. So I wrote these things before already. So now I'll just go step by step. Okay, just be with me. Just watch the full video to have the good concept regarding and how to memorize the gram positive and gram negative bacteria's differences. Okay, with these names. So basically, if we start with this, we can say there is a like mnemonic. We can say the all cocci they are gram positive bacteria. Okay, all cocci gram positive bacteria, except so there are some exception. And if you can remember the exception like the meningococci, gonococci, see Veillonella and Moraxilla. These are the four bacteria. Okay, they are cocci, but they are not gram positive. They are also cocci, but they are not gram positive. Similarly, regarding gram negative bacteria, there is also mnemonic. So you can say all bacilli. Okay, all bacilli are gram negative bacteria, except there are some bacillus. They are not gram negative. That means they are gram positive. So there is a mnemonic. We can say McDonald. McDonald is like the burger station. You know it. So M for you can remember that Mycobacterium species. Then A for Anthracis bacillus. C for Clostridium, species. And D for diphtheria Corynebacterium. Okay, and this mostly cause the diphtheria mostly in case of the pediatric, in case of the children we can see. And if O for just normally for pneumonic, then we are having N for nocardia, A for actinomyces, L for listeria, and D for diphtheroids. Oh, don't mess up these diphtheroids with this diphtheroid corynebacterium. This totally different things. Okay, in these diphtheroids, normally if we just we can find in the throat regions. If we just take any sample from the throat, then you can see the diphtheroids. Okay, these are the basically the gram positive and gram negatives. Okay, so all cocci are gram positive except the fourth. We have to remember the name of this fourth. Similarly, all bacilli are gram negative except this McDonald. Okay, you can remember by this form. Now, the next thing that we have to know that gram staining. How we will do the gram staining? That is very important. So see, first of all, you have to take the like the sample for the bacterial smear. Okay, after taking the bacterial smear, we have to do something like we have to add with it the methyl violet or crystal violet, whatever you can use both. Okay, so it's better to use the methyl violet. And after that, we will use the gram iodine. Okay, then we'll use the acetone or alcohol. You can use also. Then you can use that larger saffron. Now the thing is here that we have to know why we need to use these things. See, whenever we will use methyl violet, okay, this will be added with the bacterial figures. Then we will gram iodine. Okay, now there you see that is acetone, that is decolorizers. Okay, now one thing is here that if we see that for suppose if it is like gram positive bacteria, okay, let's suppose it is the cell membrane and it's like the cell wall structure, and so we will see there are the layers of the peptidoglycan, thick layer of the peptidoglycan. Okay, now whenever we will just add the acetone, this acetone is not having the capacity to decolor all the layers of the gram positive bacteria. It's gram positive. Okay, but in case of gram negative bacteria, one thing is there that they are not having that much layers. Okay, they are just normally this 2 or 3 layers, but outside there is a membrane and there is lipopolysaccharide outside membrane. And whenever we will add the acetone, then they will just destroy the lipopolysaccharide and they will declarate all the materials whatever we added before, like the gram iodine, methyl violet, all will be deleted, or you can say all will be vanished. Now after that we will add what? Saffronin. Now whenever we will add saffronin, this gram negative bacteria, they will take the color of the saffron because all are washed out. Okay, so they are having the chances to get the to take the color of saffronin. So saffronin, we know it's generally in the color the pink color. So the gram negative bacteria, they will be looking like pink. Okay, but this saffronin will be not taken by the gram positive bacteria because they are the cell wall is thick. That's why it's written that gram positive, their color will be what? Purple to violet, but in case of gram negative it will be pink color. Okay, Now thick cell wall is having for gram positive bacteria, thin cell wall for gram negative bacteria. And I already said the gram negative bacteria they are having the lipopolysaccharide and get dissolved or get just washed, whenever we will add the acetone. So they will take the color of the safranin. And this gram staining depends on the thickness of the wall, cell wall of the bacteria. Okay, thickness of the, if there is more thicker like in case of gram positive, so they will not take the color of the safranin. So the dye we are used here, that iodine complex, okay, strong. See it here, we are using the iodine complex. See, there is iodine, gram iodine. So the iodine, diiodine complex, after adding there will formation of the complex along with the bacteria, that is diiodine complex, that is strong in gram positive bacteria, okay, and iodine complex that is very weak in case of gram negative bacteria. That's why they will take the color of the safranin, but they will not take. So they will have their own color, that is, what did I say, just gram positive, it's purple to violet, but in case of gram negative it will be only pink color. Okay, this is all about only staining and the gram positive and gram negative and their names and their classifications. In the next video we'll talk subsequently regarding their acid fast staining. Okay, then we'll go through the morphology, like we will go talk about the flagella, what type of the flagella, their motility. Okay, so wait for the next video. Thank you so much for watching this.